We have a box score. Do I have a box score? Yeah, he's got it right here.
Too late.
All right, we're joined by Texas Tech head coach Jerry Glasgow and players Nigel Kennedy, Maya Davis, and Victoria Valdez. A reminder to please silence your cell phones. Give your name and media affiliation when you get the mic to ask a question. Recording of the press conference with your cell phone is prohibited. If you're on the Zoom and want to ask a question, use the raise hand function. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach Glasgow, go to questions just for the players, dismiss the players, and then go back to questions just for Coach Glasgow. So if you have an opening statement, feel free, Coach.
All right. First of all, I've heard there was a really bad storm near campus in Lubbock, and be sure people back in Lubbock know we're thinking about them, we're praying for them, and keep them in our thoughts here till we learn more tonight. As far as the game, man, this place is electric. I love this atmosphere, the crowd. It looked to me like a packed house when they had everybody turn the lights on. That was really good. And then, of course, military night. I thought it was just a really special night to play softball in Oklahoma City. As far as the game, we did what we wanted to do. I thought controlling the emotion and controlling the momentum in the first 2 to 3 innings was critical. And I thought we had to really be careful in that early innings and not let any momentum get in their dugout, because they took plenty from last night at the end. I thought Vic throwing out the runner in the first inning was absolutely huge. I thought that was a huge momentum breaker for them, and put a little bit of momentum in our dugout. And I thought Naja was huge. She went out there and just pitched her tail off and kept us in a position that when we finally could make a move, we could really get that momentum in our dugout. So I thought the early innings, it was quiet, 0-0 for 4, and I was sitting there in the fourth, and I'm getting kind of frustrated because we left the bases loaded again, and that's just, you got to tip your hat to Texas and their pitchers, and then Coach White. He's a master pitch caller, and there's not an accident they're getting out of those bases loaded dilemmas, because they know where to pitch, and they know how to pitch, and they know how to play defense. So tip your hat to Texas. But I thought it was really good for our kids. We didn't, get down about it. We didn't lose our fight. We kept fighting. We were a hard-nosed ball club, and we take great pride in that. Something we worked really hard to become a really hard, mentally tough team. And unless you've been through practice where these girls have been through and taken the coaching that they've taken, you can't really fully appreciate it. But the girls here beside me know what I'm talking about. And so then we get all the way, I think it was the 5th inning, and we finally broke through. I believe that's the inning Reagan Jennings led off with a pinch hit. And if I'm right, she's now 10 for 20, something absolutely ridiculous. Got to, to have an All-American type pinch hitter, or the best pinch hitter in America, either way you want to say it, that's what she is. And she's took that role for us and just relished it. Not one time has she come and said, Coach, I'm leading the team in hitting, I want to start. Never said a word, does what I ask, and does it with just amazing skill. And I think that was our first run and got us going tonight. So super proud. We got the lead. They come back. Tip your hat to them. Mia Scott, All-American, great player, comes right back, gets that home run, and gives them a little bit of momentum. And then we come back and score and get the lead extended back to 4-1. And those runs were huge because of what happened in the 7th. And then Naja, to pitch the way she pitched after 14 innings, and now over 200 pitches in 2 days. Or you could say it this way, over 200 pitches in less than 26, 27 hours. Just amazing to have the mental strength to get through that bottom of 7th. And that was really good for us because we need those tests. Like last night was a test for us, and we're growing from everything that happens to us. And I told them after the game last night, we learn 10 times more when we lose than when we win. And we learned so much last night. And I think the bottom of 7th, our fortitude and our determination and the way we reacted there at the end was a testament to the toughness that they're acquiring by playing these tough battles. Anyway, all that said, 4-3 win, great pitching by Nigel Kennedy, great clutch play by my team in them last 3 innings, and I just elated for my girls. I'm just grateful, thankful to get to be their coach, and I'm so proud to be here with them and see them doing the things they're doing. I think I've got to mention Vic from second to home. That was some hustle for a kid that's caught 200 and some pitches in 26 hours. She was all out, and so it was good.
All right, we'll start questions for players. Second row right, Jake.
Yeah, Jake Trotter from ESPN. Nigel, what's going through your mind with that last batter, tying run on third, and you have a chance to win the game?
Yeah, just go right at her. I feel like my team, we did a really good job of scoring and getting a good lead, so just having to go right at that hitter.
All right, second row left.
Ty Kaplan, the Daily Toreador. Maya, can you kind of take us through that 5th inning from the leadoff hit to then you coming home on that? And then, Vic, can you talk a little bit about maybe blowing past Jerry's stop sign there?
The 5th inning was when Lana got hit with the ball and it started. Yeah. That was a big inning. You go. Yeah.
She's upset that was a hit because the first baseman can't go to second base and field it. Even if she fields it clean, she beats it out, and so she's upset about that because they changed it from a hit to an error. I told her I had to say something for her. So go ahead, now you can relax and have fun here.
Yeah, that was a big inning. Just glad we could score off of that. Yeah.
All right, we'll stay second row left.
Oh, you forgot.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I might have missed a sign at second, and might have gotten in trouble for that. And then, as soon as my hits, I see a bobble, I have to go because I would have been because I was already supposed to be at third, and I would have scored anyway. So I had to score from second. Had to turn the burners on.
That's what I told the coaches. I said, "There's no way she was stopping at third when I told her to stop.
No.
She knew she was going to just absolutely hit it about me."
I'm sorry, I gotta go.
All right, now we'll go second row left.
Cedric Golden, Austin American Statesman. Naja, how were you able to bear down there in that last inning when they were so close to tying it or even winning it?
Again, I was just fighting for my team. Like I said, last night was on me, so I have to just leave it out on the field just for them.
Okay, we go front row left, Brady.
Brady Vernon, Softball America. Just, Nigel, early on, they were just getting a lot of kind of weaker contact as well. Was there an attempt to just pitch more to contact tonight, or did that just happen?
No, it just happened. I mean, I'm always going to pitch my game.
Front row right.
Lauren Merola, The Athletic. Nigel, what did you do last night and today to kind of reset for Game 2?
Honestly, just a lot of recovery. I knew, obviously, last night wasn't my best game. I feel like this game wasn't my best game either. Starting off the leadoff inning, obviously, with a hit, and then, obviously, a hit batter, can't have that. So, honestly, I'm still just trying to learn and get better each game.
Okay, front row left.
Thomas Jones, Austin American Statesman. Maya or Victoria, what are the challenges of seeing multiple pitchers in a game like they were using? And were you guys surprised you didn't see Tegan Kavan more?
No, I wasn't surprised that we didn't see Tegan Kavan. I think seeing multiple pitchers in different innings is hard, but it's just something you have to adjust to.
And I think we're very well prepared to hit off different pitchers too, because of the way that we practiced with all our machines and stuff set up on every pitch you could imagine.
Okay, second row right, Jake.
Nigel, you're up to 495 pitches here in Oklahoma City. Are you ready to go tomorrow after throwing back-to-back this week?
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow's the last game no matter what, so ready to leave it on the field.
Okay, second row left, Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk Bowles from the Houston Chronicle. Nigel, did you pitch any differently because you have thrown so many pitches? I know you didn't have that many clean innings, 1, 2, 3. So could you kind of take us through, the way you pitched, and did you pitch any different?
Yeah, no, not really. Like I said, I'm always going to play, throw my game, throw what I'm confident in. It's gotten me through 3 years, so I'm just going to keep doing that.
Okay, last one for players, front row right.
Nathan Geese, Lubbock Avalanche. For Maya and Vic, a year ago, you guys were still at Louisiana with Jerry, but now you're here in a winner take all championship game. Can you just kind of, whatever you can, reflect on the journey to get to this point of everything that's kind of gone into the season?
Just a lot of hard work, honestly. Practicing almost every day, even on the off days, just going in, putting the work in. So it's just a lot of emotions finally getting to be here.
And, it's a team effort. We all want to be there for Nigel. We want to be there for each other. And, like, on an off day, you see more than one person going in, and it's not just one person getting us through everything.
Okay, that'll wrap things up for players. You guys are dismissed. Yeah. All right, we'll start questions for Coach Glasgow with Brady front row left.
Brady Vernon, Softball America. Just, Jerry, how impressive was Alana's at bat, especially knowing just how effective Salmon's changeup was and just continuing that on before she got hit by the pitch?
I thought it was huge. She had a lot of pitches there, and they've been pitching her inside, the whole game. And I think she thought they would go in, and she's a hard-nosed, like she's a tough kid. And there wasn't any way that she was going to step out of the way of that pitch. And I think she earned that just by the number of pitches she got in that at bat.
Okay, second row right, Jake.
Yeah, Jerry, I think it was in that last inning you went out and talked to Nyjah after a couple runners got on. What was the message? And then maybe she didn't have her best stuff tonight, but she made the pitches when she had to for you guys.
Yeah, I went out early in the year and I said something to her. I think I told her to throw a drop ball. They won't hit it. I throw a drop ball, I guarantee they won't hit it. And they ripped a hit out to the outfield. So she's hilarious when you're on a one-on-one. And so about a week later, I said something to her. I said, I really don't know a whole lot about pitching, Nyjah. And she said, well, you come out to the mound and acted like, or you come out to the circle and act like you knew a whole lot about pitching right before they got that real good hit. I said, so I'm not coming back out there anymore, So I've not been going out there. And then there's been a couple situations here in the World Series. Seventh inning, I think they need to hear my voice. And did I say anything? Not really. I think I just said we're going to win. So I just reassured them we're going to win this game. We're fine. They've got runners. We're in a situation here where they would think we're at jeopardy, but we're going to finish this. We're going to win the game right here. Just relax. Let's go. And I just think they need to hear me reassure them that this is going to turn out okay. It wasn't anything about pitch calls or strategy or anything.
Okay, front row left, Thomas.
Thomas Jones, Austin American Statesman. Jerry, you don't want to use 4 pitchers like Mike did? But what are the challenges of facing 4 pitchers for coaches? And were you surprised that Kevon didn't throw more against y'all?
No, I totally thought Whitey would save her for tomorrow night because that's where he's got that luxury with where he's at in his, he's been at Texas now for 8 or 9 years. You got a stockpile of top-notch, and he's a top-notch pitching coach, so he gets a lot of top-notch pitchers want to go learn from him. And, he's got that luxury to have pitchers that can go out there and Mac Morgan's been in World Series after World Series, and Gutierrez now has been in, I think, 3. So it made total sense, and he's got a fresher Kevon for tomorrow night because of that.
Okay, we'll go second row left.
Ty Kaplan, the Daily Toreador. Coach, how frustrated is Nyjah with her batting right now, and is there anything you guys are working on specifically?
Yeah, I don't really know. But I did ask her, like the 7th inning, I go, hey, do you want to bat or do you want to rest here and get ready to pitch, throw the bottom of 7th? And she wanted to bat. So I don't think she's too frustrated. She's a competitor. And I don't know, the World Series, if you look, they were talking last night, that was the first hit Reese had the whole World Series. It's not unusual. This isn't an easy place to hit. And, she's not striking out. She's putting the bat on the ball. She's hitting hard ground balls. I'd like to see it in the air. She would too, but she's a warrior. And I think every time she goes up, it's just the same thing I said about Reese. I don't care if she's 0 for 8 or 0 for 12. Reese Atwood's just a dangerous hitter. And if she's 0 for 10 instead of 0 for 8, she's just one more bat closer to getting a really good hit. A kid can play. And Nyjah can play. And she's just one it back closer to getting a really good hit right now, in my opinion.
Okay, we'll stay second row left, David.
David Collier, ABC Lubbock. Coach, you seem to be pushing the right buttons with pinch hitters this postseason. In the 5th inning, you decided to go with Reagan. I guess your thoughts on, I know Vic's been struggling with the bat, but Reagan certainly came through to start that spark.
Yeah, I think, coaches make good coaching decisions when they got great players. And I think you just like I said, I'm pretty sure she's 10 for 20. She might be 10 for 19 or 11 for 20. The kid is amazing pinch hitter, absolutely amazing. So it's really not a hard call on my part. My wife could tell you to do that, and my mom could tell you to do that, but what is important is Reagan goes up there and delivers, and that was a huge moment. That was a huge moment. And, Alana taking the hit by pitch, that's not necessarily a big deal unless it's 0-0 in the 5th inning of the World Series with bases loaded. It's a big deal. So everything's magnified right now, and I just give all the credit to Reagan. It wasn't very hard coaching. That was pretty easy coaching.
We have time for a few more. 3rd row left.
Hey, Coach. Noah Gross, KXN at Austin. Just the opportunity in front of you tomorrow, Game 3, winner take all. How do you best describe that opportunity and maybe what it takes in a moment like what tomorrow's going to mean?
It's going to be good. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be a great game. The atmosphere, I think, will be electric. Both schools have great fan bases here. And then the Oklahoma crowds turned out, the hometown people, they haven't just quit watching. They're still out here. And, Whitey could win his first World Series. I could win mine. That's going to be fun for me if I get to watch him. It'll be more fun if he gets to watch me, right? But I'm going to enjoy it either way, and I'm going to be proud of my kids either way, and he's going to be proud of his too. I think that it's going to be a real good game. I think that you can expect it to be a battle. They're hard-nosed. They're tough. They're talented, extremely talented. They play the game fast, and they've got power. And I think we're going to play really hard-nosed ball tomorrow. I think my kids got some confidence tonight, and I expect the momentum to really be in our dugout at the beginning of the game tomorrow, kind of like theirs was today. But it won't matter. Somebody's got to take it, and they're going to do something during the game, whichever team wins.
Okay, last one, 2nd row left, Kirk.
Yeah, Jerry, Kirk Bowles from the Houston Chronicle. They made 6 errors in the 2 games against you, and obviously giving up runs on bases loaded, hit by batter, and a walk and an error. Has it surprised you, some of the mistakes they've made in this series?
I think it's a World Series atmosphere with it's loud, it's intense, and a couple of them balls have been hit pretty hard. I think the dirt here is unique. I don't think it necessarily plays probably how it does at Austin. So I think there's a reason for it. It's not because of lack of talent or lack of preparation. Texas's team's talented, and they're extremely well coached. Their defense is extremely well coached. I just think you got to credit the environment here and the field. The playing surface is a little trickier. And also, you got World Series athletes, you're seeing a lot of hard hit balls. So, it doesn't. Nothing surprises me at this point. I just think we just got to respect our opponent and play as hard as we can play and hope it comes out on our end.
Okay, that'll wrap things up for Texas Tech. Thank you.